Before lunch, it said I was giving up on indigenous communities, and I want to because it's hazardous for my health to keep trying. And I would have wanted to go back to Uganda, but I could really tell in the last few days also the red flags that I would have faced the same kind of obstacles where they would have wanted me to do things their way, which devolves their culture and doesn't empower psychological development and maturation. So we would have had issues there too, spending a lot of time with senior people explaining my strategies to help, and they would say, well, no, we want you to do this, and of course it's the same old that doesn't work. So Paul and Ryan here at the boat ferries there, first time I see it, and go right down there and talk to them. They said it's two ladies whose names I recognize that I emailed, but they say, yeah, it's a good idea to call instead. And yes, they need people. Yes, they need class 4 driver too. They need people in education. So maybe this will be on the same day I post that video. That I recorded the video. I won't post it yet. I'll give them another chance. And maybe I'll just say, it's hard to say this without seeming discouraged, but I'll just say, put me in whatever you need right now, and let's have a conversation every week. And we'll, like a probation period restarts every week, and I'll say, you can give me feedback about how I did and where you put me, and I'll say what I can do more, and you can decide. This could be the approach. So it'll be, again, entirely up to them. Like, I'll have my ethics, my values. I can explain the strategies for my choices of priorities of what to work on with their community, and it's up to them. I mean, I think I should ask for a letter of reference as soon as possible, because when people aren't ready to do themselves, participate, or for their youth that often I'd already empowered and that would do it, but they kind of want to protect them by saying, oh yeah, no, that's asking too much of them, and really it isn't. Not when you have the right kind of learning specialist working with them. So I might try it, and if they do provide housing for their contracts like they say, then I'd prefer motorcycle if I could get it fixed, except I'll have to take the collector's plates off if it's work, and because the bicycle ride is supposedly it's 20 minutes over there with cars, and cars are probably going more than 60, so be a bit long sometimes if it's dark in the morning still, I don't know. And the motorhome, well, it's what I would sleep in. If they could provide a place, then it wouldn't be so bad. And it doesn't seem like that hard of a ferry to get on and off, but I've had problems with my motorhome, and I worried when I was getting on and off if it would restart right, or if the parking brake, the brakes were having issues in the back at the first year and would get stuck sometimes, all sorts of things. I'd prefer having a reliable vehicle, so if ICBC would fix the motorcycle, I would say, well, let's get collector's plates off for now, and especially if they don't fix it in a way that keeps the collector's plates. Anyways, this is the curling ring, I think, entrance, and I had wanted to approach them. I don't know when they're here. I haven't looked it up, because somebody I know knows the manager here, and it'd be nice to do some helping out and curling and work and volunteer here maybe, so that if my motorhome can't get on, let's say, and I get a ride with somebody else, if it's full with other priorities, then the motorhome being here would not be an unseen thing. So, and maybe there's cameras here, so I don't know if it's safe to leave a vehicle here, but maybe they do lock the fence. Nope, doesn't look like it's a lockable fence. There are a couple of vehicles on the other side, so maybe that's where they have cameras. Anyways, I'm trying to still finding some sort of purpose in this community, in part because I want to be of service, and another part is I can't afford to go anywhere else. And even like a telephone or internet is not enough to connect with somebody else, where it seems that we're becoming too developmentally disabled and paranoid about strangers and newcomers, and you could have 3 awesome interviews with like 4 people, let's say, at the same time. It could be a 3 and they get to know you and they're excited, and you've really proven in your answers that you know what you're talking about. And still, I find that people won't not just have faith in me or their maybe ability to judge me and overcome their paranoias and insecurities and fears about strangers that haven't been in their community for years. That's how they need to get over it. And me, it could be 5 years I'm here and they still will have insecurities because I'm the elusive Homo sapien, right? I'm very different than the norm. So yeah, it'll be weird if I do get an offer somewhere else. I think I'll have to be very paranoid, and it's not like I won't have reason to. And often when I travel between the countries, I took notes of the red flags, what they were, and I say I predict this is what's going to happen. But I'm desperate to leave a place again, because when you're not happy in your own country, I have to be sure that next time is the last strike, right? Strike 3 is I won't want to come back. I want to just die where I am. If it's not a good place, I'm sick of it. The species I share DNA with are unwell, and they won't want to heal anywhere on the planet, really. So, I mean, in a way, not trying again keeps me safe. But I'm just very, very unhappy here. It'd be nice if this was the last place and it would work out. It would kind of explain why I suffered so much in Prince Rupert over the years.